I've created a group chat. Everyone, here, now, I have an idea. Oh, please don't tell me it's another challenge or a prank. I'm not doing pranks anymore. I must agree, the last one scared me shitless. And the aftermath was horrible too. What happened? Oh, don't even ask. Bad things. Really bad things. What the heck did you do? Pretended to get hurt. Mostly our partners, not us. And it got a bit out of hand and then it all got worse. Oh, don't remind me, it's still too fresh. Yeah, I know. That's why I created this. So it is a challenge. Yes, but really nice, I swear. Alright. What is it? Well, I thought it would be good to do something nice after everything. We can't do much physical since most of our partners are recovering, but I've seen this thing in a movie recently where they write their partner some short, sweet, or romantic notes as a way to say they love them. That's so cliché. I like it. Me too. That's a great idea. I'm surprised I didn't come up with this. I like it. Sounds nice. I have to agree. Eita could use some reassurance. Isn't it better to say it out loud? You know. Kitachi, dear, that's funny coming from you. Okay, fair enough. I'm not sure if that's something Issei would appreciate after all that happened. Oh, come on. I'm sure he already forgave you. He's not the type to hold grudge, especially against you. That's easy for you to say. This time it's different. Well, I don't know what happened, but it could be a nice first step to reconciliation. Yeah, agreed. Alright, it can't really get worse, can it? Alright, is everyone in? I think yes. Who didn't say anything? Cook and Ironwall, what do you think? I have a name. And I'm in. Me too. No one asked me, but I'm in too. Great. Good luck, everyone. Take good care of your boyfriends. Kenji, what are you doing? Shirabu quickly covered the paper full of crossed-out practice notes. Nothing? Sammy raised his eyebrow. Really? Because you've been frowning at the paper for the last hour. Are you trying to light it up on fire with your gaze or something? Shirabu saw it and tore out the paper, scrunching it into a ball and throwing it away. The idea was nice. The execution, not so much. He didn't have the way with words like Sammy. I was just trying to think of something, but I guess I don't have brain for that. Sammy sat next to him and hugged his waist, laying his head on Shirabu's shoulder. You don't have a brain for something? Nonsense. You're the smartest person I know. How could you say that? Shirabu sighed and leaned a bit more into Sammy's arms. It was nice to have his boyfriend back at home, even though he still had to wear a cast around his hand. The last few weeks were quite stressful for him, and Sammy's presence always calmed him down. It's not about intelligence. You know I can't work with words. That's your field of expertise. Sammy chuckled, the soft vibrations of his laugh resonating through Shirabu's back. Well, I admit you don't always do best when you have to voice your thoughts, but that's okay. I think it's cute when you try to explain something to me. But that's mostly explaining medical stuff. This is different. I want you to know you are my everything and that I don't care what my parents say, but I don't know how. Sammy paused for a moment before his face lit up with a soft smile. And yet you just did. Shirabu froze. I'm sorry, that wasn't how it was supposed to go. He hid his face in his palms. Oh god, this is so embarrassing. It was supposed to be romantic and all, not just blurted out. I'm sorry, Eita. Sammy cupped his cheek and turned his head so they were face to face. Why are you apologizing? Because you deserve to have all the romance and sweetness in relationship. But I'm not built for that. I thought it's better than back in high school, but I guess it's not. I can't even write a note for you without it sounding cringe or stupid. Kenji, I don't need any of that. I don't need you to stress over something so unimportant as being romantic. But you are always doing something romantic for me. I just wanted to show you I love you the same amount. And you think sitting by my bed day and night for several days to make sure I was okay doesn't tell me that? I'm quite confident I know all your ways of showing affection. And I also know when you feel guilty. He pressed a short kiss to Shirabu's lips. Nothing from what happened was your fault. You did everything in your power to prevent it, and I'm grateful for that. I don't need notes saying you love me because I already know it. Shirabu sighed and sagged into Semi's hug, nesting himself more comfortably, earning a soft chuckle. See, things like this. Better than any grand romantic gesture. You are just saying that to make me feel better about it. Semi pulled him closer. Never. I would never lie to you about something like this. I know exactly what you are thinking, and it's not true. And if anyone tells you you are emotionless again, I'll personally deck them. Shirabu snorted. He still clearly remembered when that happened last time. That guy had no idea what hit him until he was sitting on his ass on the ground. Semi nuzzled his nose into Shirabu's hair. Love you, my sweet doctor. Love you too, Eita. If Kindaichi was being honest, the more he thought about the whole challenge, the more he liked the idea. It seemed a bit strange at first to just leave random notes around the house for Kunime like a middle schooler, but he soon realized it was actually playing into his hand. Kunime was still a bit more tired than usual after all the blood loss, but refused to let Kindaichi do all the work around the house since he got to work from home anyway, which now gave Kindaichi an ideal opportunity to hide around all the notes he prepared. He was thinking about it the whole morning, carefully writing down everything he wanted to say. He just hoped Kunime would appreciate his effort. After hiding all the notes around the house, he kissed still sleeping Kunime's forehead and headed to work. Kunime POV. It didn't take Kunime long to find the first note. It was lying on Kindaichi's pillow, a small blue paper covered in Kindaichi's neat handwriting. Good morning, sweetheart. I hope your day is as good as you make my days when I'm with you. Kunime had to smile. Silly. Still, he stuck the note to his work laptop, so he could have it in sight whenever he looked at it. He found the second one when he went to the kitchen to make himself something to eat. I miss you so much it hurts. I don't want to leave your side, even for a while. His heart fluttered. Is he doing some kind of scavenger hunt? He grabbed the plate with food to which the note was stuck, his heart beating a bit faster in anticipation. Not that he would ever admit it out loud. The third note was inserted in between his laptop's screen and keyboard. If only you knew how much you mean to me. I can't tell you in words because there aren't enough to describe it. Kunime bit his lip, blinking away the mist coming into his vision. You are too kind, you. I guess that's why I love you. He buried deep into his work, eyeing the notes from time to time, a small, loving smile always making its way to his face. Maybe even thanks to them his workday went by really fast. He didn't even notice it was already 3 p.m, his shift was over, and Kindaichi was about to come home. He stretched his slightly tired muscles and smiled when he heard the main door opening. Welcome home. Kindaichi kissed his cheek and hugged him from behind. I see you found my notes. Sure, they were a bit hard to miss. That was the point. Kunime snorted. Not that I don't like them, but why so sudden? Did you watch one of those horrible romantic films you like so much for some reason? They are good, mind you, you just don't have a taste. And no, I wasn't watching them. A small smile tucked in the corners of his mouth, which confused Kunimi a bit. Then, what is it about? Kindaichi shrugged and kissed him again. Find the remaining 2 and you'll know. Are you really making me do a scavenger hunt? Kindaichi gave him his most innocent look. I would never dream of it. I'm just making it a bit more fun. Kunimi rolled his eyes, though there was no annoyance on his mind. At least tell me where to look. But then it won't be fun. Yutaro. Okay, fine. Bathroom and living room, in this order. Kunimi smirked and headed to the bathroom. He inwardly rejoiced, finding the yellow paper sticking out from the lower cabinet door after some searching. I am happy I fell in love with you, that you are the one my heart chose. There is no other person in the world I want to share my life with more. Kunimi could about melt there and then. Oh, you. With the note still in hand, he went to get the last one, wondering what was waiting for him at the end. He didn't have to wonder for long. Found it? Yeah, only the last... He froze, his eyes slowly taking in the whole sight. One... He was aware Kindaichi looked stunning in a suit, but this one stole his breath. The black suit fitted him perfectly, complementing his athletic build. He hadn't seen Kindaichi wear it yet, which meant he got it for this moment for some reason. Kindaichi smiled, handing him a small pink paper. I thought I was supposed to find it. But then it wouldn't be this well-made surprise. Come on, read it. Kunimi took the note, his heart starting to beat faster. I can't imagine not waking up beside you. I still can't believe I get to come home to you. There is now nothing else on my mind than that I want to forever be by your side. Kunimi raised his gaze, his heart skipping a beat spotting the small black box in Kindaichi's hand. I'm sorry it took me so long. I made them engrave the date into the ring so you don't have to remember it, but it took longer than I thought. But what do you think, Aki? Would you like to spend forever by my side? Kunimi avoided his gaze, trying to inconspicuously wipe his eyes. That was so cringe. His voice betrayed him though. Kindaichi chuckled and reached for Kunimi's hand, the ring still in his fingers. I promised I'll give it to you properly, but that doesn't mean you have to accept. I know I've done things in the last weeks that almost cost you your life, so I'll fully understand if you say no. But everything on those notes is true. I can't imagine my life without you. I love you in a way I can't express with words, and I would love to spend the rest of my life with you. He took a deep breath and Kunimi could feel the tension radiating from his posture. So, what do you say? Kunimi closed the distance between them and locked their lips in a deep kiss. Kindaichi froze, but soon wrapped his arms around Kunimi's waist to pull him closer. They parted for air, both breathing heavily but smiling. I'll take that as a yes. Of course it's a yes. How could I ever say no to that? Kindaichi slid the ring on Kunimi's finger, the love-struck look in his eyes making Kunimi's heart skip a beat. Then I'll be happy to call you my future husband. Let's just hope the government will hurry up with accepting the law. Kunimi shrugged, secretly losing his mind over the golden band around his finger. We can always run away somewhere else. Kindaichi laughed and kissed his forehead. I love you, Akira. Now and forever. I love you too. Now and forever. Um, Nobu, can you come here, please? Aona immediately dropped the papers in his hands and rushed to their bedroom to help Kenji with anything it was he needed. He took unpaid leave at work so he could take care of his boyfriend after his surgery, and oh boy had he a lot to do. But he didn't complain. A large boulder fell from his heart when, about a week ago, the doctor said the surgery ended well in the realm of possibilities and that there shouldn't be any lingering complications for Kenji's life, if he let his knee rest properly. And so Aona took it upon himself to make sure he did. He walked to the bedroom, finding his boyfriend trying to reach one of his crutches that fell out of his reach. I tried to get it, but it just rolled away more. Aona hummed and bent down for the crutch. Be careful. Kenji chuckled nervously, rubbing the back of his neck. I'm sorry. It's probably annoying how I call you to everything all the time, right? I should start using the like a bit so you wouldn't have to be with me all the time. Aona's heart clenched. He sat on the bed and took Kenji's face in his palms, caressing his cheeks. I don't mind taking care of you. You sure? You can tell me when I'm annoying you. I can manage on my own, really. Not everything, but some things for sure. You could go back to work and to play. I bet the team is missing you there. Kenji. Seriously, I'm fine on my own. Or I will be, really. You don't have to be around me 24/7. It's tiring, isn't it? It's fine, just say if you want to go and... Kenji, stop rambling nonsense, okay? Kenji shut his mouth close and avoided his gaze. Sorry. Aona sighed and raised Kenji's chin. I don't mind taking care of you. I want you to get better, and if that means I will miss a few work days and matches, so be it. You and your health are more important to me than anything. And stop saying you are annoying. You are injured and recovering. Of course you will need help from time to time. It's not annoying in any way. Kenji blinked a few times before a small smile made its way to his face. You know, this is probably the most I've heard you talk since last year. Aona shrugged and shifted closer so he could wrap Kenji in his arms without hurting him in any way. It had to be said. I'm not going anywhere until you are better. He gently knocked on Kenji's forehead. Keep that in that stubborn head of yours. Kenji chuckled and nested more comfortably in Aona's hug. Sure, my fierce protector. A comfortable silence settled around them. Aona nuzzled his nose into Kenji's hair, breathing in the sweet apple scent from his shampoo and enjoying the closeness to the other man. He missed this, with the prank and hospital and all. He was glad he could have his boyfriend at home, close and healing. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Aona smiled, and pressing a small kiss into his hair, he got up to fetch him something to eat. Kenji ignored the food for a moment and turned the bento box in his hands a few times, his eyes lighting up when he noticed a small paper attached to the bottom. It was a small doodle of two bears, one polar and one brown, hugging. Aona smiled, seeing his boyfriend giggle like a little child at the drawing. He started to make them as a way to make Kenji smile a bit during the time he was still uncomfortable and in pain after a surgery, and it became their little tradition. He was never too good with words, but that didn't mean he couldn't get the message across. Thank you, dear. Do you have anything important to do right now? He kissed Kenji's forehead and moved so he could pull him to his chest, hugging him from behind. Kenji immediately relaxed into his arms and finally dug into the food, feeding him occasional bites. Ona squeezed him a bit tighter, laying his head on Kenji's shoulder. He could get used to this. Kyotani grumbled quietly as he walked back home from practice, every single muscle in his body hurting. It was his first practice since Kyouhaba got attacked, and even though his boyfriend assured him he could manage to stay at home on his own, Kyotani was still rather nervous about it. He decided to use the challenge to make sure Kyouhaba knew he was still with him. He spent the whole morning scribbling short messages on papers, which he hid around the house, almost coming late to practice because of it. But if it made Kyouhaba feel a bit safer, then it was worth every minute. I should probably text him I'm coming home. He took out his phone, noticing a new message from his boyfriend. He panicked, worried he missed his call for help or something of that nature, but it was just a photo of one of the notes he left, accompanied by several hearts. He smiled and sped up. Shigeru, I'm home. He heard soft footsteps running down the stairs before he staggered as Kyouhaba threw himself around his neck. He chuckled and wrapped his arms around his boyfriend's waist, pulling him as close to his chest as possible. Welcome home. Thanks. I guess you are happy to see me. Of course. I'm always happy to see you. How was the practice? Are you hungry? I made us dinner. We can eat now, or you can take a nap before that if... Kyotani rolled his eyes affectionately and silenced him with a soft kiss. Slow down, okay? I didn't even get out of my shoes yet. I'm not that tired, so if you are hungry, we can eat now. He became serious again, caressing Kyouhaba's cheek. Are you okay? Kyouhaba smiled, but Kyotani knew him long enough to recognize the tension around his jaw and eyes. It was a bit strange to be here alone. I mean, it's not that I'm scared to be here, it's just... I don't know how to describe it. It's weird, I know, nothing ever happened here, but sometimes I can't get rid of the feeling that they know our address and will come here and... He sighed, avoiding his gaze. It's stupid. I shouldn't let it get to me. It's not stupid, Shige. You got assaulted. Of course you are afraid. It's not going to disappear overnight, and that's understandable. I'm here for you whenever you need me, okay? I'm not going anywhere. Kyouhaba's eyes glossed over as he hid his face in Kyotani's shoulder. Thank you. I know it's a bit much sometimes. I'm really trying, I swear. I know. You are doing great, and I'm proud of you. Let's take small steps at a time, okay? You don't have to overwhelm yourself. You see, you made it the whole afternoon without bigger problem. That's great. Kyouhaba smiled, showing Kyotani a genuinely happy smile this time. The notes you left really helped with that. Though I must say some of them felt like you cut them out from some rom-com. Kyotani huffed. Hey, I'm not good with this. I was just trying to tell you I'm here for you and that you are still as dear to me as before, in case you forgot that. Kyouhaba laughed quietly, and Kyotani almost melted. He hadn't heard Kyouhaba laugh for real since the attack, and it was music to his ears. I know, I'm just making fun of you. I loved them, all of them. It really helped. Though, you are the cheese to my macaroni? What the heck is that? Kyotani felt his face heating up. Shut up. It means you complete me, okay? I was trying to be funny. Yeah, trying is the right word, because... Kyotani silenced him again with another kiss. He felt Kyouhaba smiling into the kiss and rejoiced when he felt him leaning more into it. They parted after a while, keeping their foreheads touching. Love you. Love you too. Kyotane's stomach grumbled and Kyouhaba snickered. Let's go eat, shall we?